Your mind is always going to do the easy things. So when you wake up in the morning, your mind is rested. Your mind is open. It's very much in a primitive state. And when it's in that state, the first thing it wants to do is to not go into the work, not go into the thinking, not go into the struggle. And so many times we find it difficult to wake up in the morning and to do the right things, such as working out, such as getting straight into a certain thinking process, because we are biologically built that way. And it's because human beings are built towards comfort that we are so motivated at times. It works in two ways. Number one, when your mind wants comfort, you can start to just sit in that comfort. In modern day society, it's very easy for us to just lie around and do nothing. Seriously, it is. But also, it's a great motivator for us to set ourselves up in the future because we want that comfort. The reason many people work so hard is because one day you want to relax, because one day you just want to chill, because one day you want to enjoy that comfort. Primitively, as a hunter-gatherer species, we never had the opportunity of just lying around. You always had to carry your weight. Otherwise, disease, war, or some kind of adversity would come your way. So you never really had the opportunity to just be lazy. But nowadays, it's very easy to. And that's why so many people are caught in modern infrastructure and primitive wiring. It's hard to do the right thing, but I think you have to just step out of your body for a moment and look at yourself and think about what you're thinking as someone that's outside of your body, and say the things that would unwire that thinking, because you know yourself best. And so this is very important to understand. You need to have that self-talk. You need to be able to talk to yourself and get yourself out of that mindset. So if you're stepping out of your body and you know that you want 5 more minutes in bed and you want to continue that dream, you've got to step out and say, listen, that dream is a dream. It's nothing. And 5 more minutes is not going to make you feel more well-rested. It's really not going to make a difference in your day. Many of the rationalizations we have when we're half asleep are just completely they're funny. I find myself doing them. Hitting the snooze alarm for another 8 minutes, thinking another 8 minutes is going to make me feel better when it's really not. Rationalizing that I don't have to be here, I could get ready really quick, or I could skip this part of my morning routine. Our mind is always wanting to do what's easy, and so you have to push the mind away from what's easy. The moment you start to really absolve to do the difficult things in life, where you really, really have a conversation with yourself like, I'm going to do everything that's hard. I'm going to do everything that's not easy. I'm going to do everything that I don't want to do. That is when you're going to start winning in life. And life is going to become easy. When you do the hard things, life becomes easy. When you do the easy things, life will always stay hard, because life is hard by default. So wake up and start to do the things that are difficult. Push yourself to do an extra rep when you're on the machine. Push yourself to read an extra page on that book. Push yourself to look over it one more time. Push yourself to have those uncomfortable conversations. Push yourself to drink another glass of water. It could be the simple things. Do what you don't want to do to get what you want in life. In order to get something that you have never had before, you have to do things that you haven't done before. And many of us are so comfortable in our routine. Many of us are so locked in to the things that bring us a little bit of joy. But the moment you begin to delay gratification and you begin to put things off of pleasure and you start to face the difficulties, the pleasure just starts to ooze out in every direction. Most people can't force themselves to do the difficult things. Yes, force. I said that correctly. And some of you might be like, I don't want to force myself. Like, you got to force yourself. When you're going through a breakup, you got to force yourself to get out there, talk to people, go on the date. When you're going through the breakup, you got to force yourself to get in the gym. When you had a long day at work, it might be forcing yourself to make a healthy meal instead of going and grabbing some quick takeout. You got to force yourself. Force yourself. Because the moment that you become a force in your own life, life won't become a force on yours. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm always here if you need me. You can always DM me, If you have any questions, reach out to me on social media. I love you guys. Talk soon.